Alrighty, it's Walter. I'm trying this again. I kind of screwed up and I'm re-recording. I want to start out my show tonight. It's iWalter. By the way, I'm going to get an official bumper. I ordered one so I can get rid of the one I have right now, because the bumper I have is something I made up, but it's not technically up to par. So I'm going to get one that's more, you know, I don't want to say legal or not legal. It's going to be a lot better, I hope. Anyway, I was looking up because I'm just wondering, because the way I get treated by a lot of people, I'm just like, okay, is it just like I'm very insecure? Because I'm not saying I am or that I am not. So I looked up what the meaning of being a human being is. You know, that's basically, I was a psych major at first, so to speak. So I had to take a lot of sociology classes. So I found this one website. It had what they opened up with on what social, you know, what a human being is like. And it was from a website called Going Native, the Anthropologist and the Product Manager. Now, their opening statement, whatever you want to call it, says human beings are social animals. Our lives depend on other humans. Human infants are born unable to transport or care for themselves. Their survival depends on other human efforts. We develop and learn about the world around us through the filter of other people. Our connections to others are the key to not only our survival, but also our happiness and the success of our careers. Well, you know what? I've been doing this all on my own. You know, I try to get help. I try to be friendly to people. And I call it, because one friend that I do have, 1 out of 2 that I still talk to, he laughed, but I said I call it asshole aggressiveness, not passive aggressiveness. Asshole aggressiveness. When you got people who, oh, you know, what are we doing wrong? We're not doing anything. You're just making this up. You know, we're not ignoring you, but yet you say something to them. They do ignore me, and they just pretend you're not even there, or they make small talk, or they just go, huh, yeah. But then they'll talk hours to other people that I think other people do. I mean, but I just don't understand people. Again, that's called asshole aggressiveness. I love that term I made up. Anyway, there was another website I looked up what it means to be a human being, because apparently they don't exist anymore. And it was the three-leggeddragon.com. I swear to God, that's the name of the website. That one states, human beings are both individuals and they are members of a group. It is imperative. It is imperative that they both be both. I'm sorry about that. The human race can only survive if the individual members survive, and if the individuals need the group to enhance its own odds of surviving. It is tightly interwoven connection. It defines. Oh God, I really fucked it up. I don't want to re-record your show. So anyway. Let me just read that. I know my one friend, Matt, he laughs when I really screw up, you know, reading some articles, so I try to stay away from that. But it states, the last sentence says, it is a tightly interwoven connection. It defines all that they do, and all else depends upon it. Basically, people need people. We are social creatures. Why is it so hard for people to comprehend that? They act like I'm some type of... I feel like Gollum, for Christ's sake, in the Lord of the Rings movies. Like that little creature Gollum. That's what I feel like. You know, ooh, precious. Oh, you're my precious. I mean, people treat me like I'm some like little fucking creature, and it drives me fucking nuts. So, you know, all I ask for, treat me like a human being, not like the Elephant Man. I don't have a satchel over my head, and I'm not heavily deformed, but for Christ's sakes, I feel like I am the way people act. So anyway, I'm just going to probably just do one news article tonight, because I'm going to keep my show very short. Because I fucked up the camera last night. I shot the show. I had it going for 20 minutes, and I lost the video. So I don't want that to happen again. And there was one that just stuck in my mind, this one article. It was on NBC News. So that's easy one, NBC.com. And I swear to God, I saw this right away. I was like, I got to read this. It was a weather report, and it said April bizarre causes... Oh, I'm sorry. I fucked up again. Let me reread that again. April blizzard causes 70 vehicle pileup on Wyoming interstate. Yeah, can you believe that, folks? It's April now. Thank God for that fucking global warming, because it's really working. I mean, yeah, this climate change we're having. Yeah, what climate? I mean, yeah, we've you know, this is part of this global warming. I assume that we get snowstorms, 10-inch snowstorms in the middle of the spring. It says as many as 70 vehicles piled up on the spot of Wyoming interstate Thursday after a heavy April storm dropped almost 10 inches of snow on the area, authorities said. So, dude, I don't even, I mean, people, I don't even need to read the rest of it. There's pictures and everything. You can check it out on your own. Hey, since I do got this cam, I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm showing to the people who actually may, besides myself, which I think that's all it is. I bought the new Mortal Kombat. Look, it's still in the fucking shrink wrap. It's going to stay there probably, too. I don't have time to, you know, work, and I barely get much sleep and to play these games. But I had to get this. I pre-ordered. I picked it up. But I got it from the GameStop, so if people can see this, I actually they upgraded me for free. I had that generic card from the GameStop for PowerPoints, and I got this because the guy said, yeah, you want that, this rewards point thing. I'm pointing at the camera now. And it cost me nothing, but he says, oh, yeah, if you upgrade, if you lose, like, you have to have these digital codes for extra characters for the game. I'll show the Mortal Kombat thing again. And, yeah, the one I told the guy, hey, I said, I really want the one of Jason Voorhees because I'm a big Friday the 13th fan. And he was like, oh, yeah, you can buy this pack now, and when it comes out, you got to put the code in on your console. I have an Xbox One. So, yeah, you got to do that ahead of time. And by doing so, when the characters are released, because there's other ones that I have no clue and I have no interest in. But here's the catch. I paid $60 for the fucking game today, and I had to pay another $30 for those add-on characters. So altogether it was $90 for a fucking game, and I'll probably never play it. I mean, if I have friends over the house, yeah, one of two, yeah, I'll be able to play with them because I know we used to enjoy it. I had two more friends. I had a total of 4 friends in my lifetime, and yeah, we used to always like beat the shit out of each other on these games. Now I remember when Mortal Kombat first came out, I had this discussion today with people. I think the first time I played it, probably it was either of one of my 4 friends from the past, this guy named Trevor Pascavage, and he used to play it. I used to play it with him, but I think it was before that. It was Mortal Kombat 2, I think. Actually, it was the first one I ever played, and it was at my college. It was Montgomery County Community College, and it was in the lunchroom. Like, there was this spinoff where there was a pool table in the cafeteria, not in the cafeteria, but offset. And there was this game, Mortal Kombat 2, and it was like, wow, this is really great. Now, Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 2 used live actors for the game. Like, so they used real people. They they filmed them, videotaped or whatever, and they just basically, you know, simulated different types of moves you would make, and it looked really cool. And like everything else was just basically, a simulated with live actors. And you looked at like when I used to look at the video games, like, wait a minute, those look like real people. They don't even look like, you know, well, they are digitalized, I guess. But yeah, and you could tell they were like real actors. So I thought that was really cool because like that was really original. Now the game's been around, I don't know how long. I could probably look it up, but that would take some time. Maybe I will, but since I'm doing it now, I would say it's been about 20 years or so. 92. Yeah, so it started in 92, and it's 2015. So yeah, that's what, 90, 80, 90, 2000, 2000. Yeah, it's about 20 years almost, right? Don't Math is not my strong point. I guess you realized that probably a long time ago. Nothing's my strong point. But yeah, I mean, I thought that was really cool back in the day. I always collected all the other games, but that was that in Donkey Kong. And oops, I just erased stuff. I shouldn't do that while I'm on air. Sorry about that. You know, you hear a trash can from me emptying it. But yeah, most of the stuff I played back, like I wasn't a big game. Well, I had an Atari 2600 too. But back in the day, yeah, besides the 2600, I had a ColecoVision. My poor dad, I made him buy all these stupid games, and he spent tons of money on those for me. But yeah, it was, but arcade-wise, the games I liked were Dragon's Lair, Donkey Kong Jr., and that Star Wars game, Tron. Because I remember I went and seen the movie, and then I also played the game. Because like Disney was smart about Tron, because the game was connected to the movie and vice versa. So that was really smart of them. So yeah, but yeah, Mortal Kombat was one that just obviously they kept on advancing it. Some of the games weren't too great. I bought almost every freaking console under the sun, playing all the different versions. I always bought, excuse me, Mortal Kombat and some other games. Yeah, it's real good to burp online. Hey, by the way, since I have a camera, I'm going to show you. I'm going to put this in my camera too, my iPhone. I got that iPhone 6 Plus. But, yeah, so I guess the main thing I wanted to talk about tonight was just the asshole aggressiveness. Maybe that's what I should name my episode. Because I'm going to try to title these too when I can. That story about this blizzard storm. Oh yeah, okay, I'm looking real quick. There was a leaked trailer, which obviously they did shut it down in some websites tonight, but there was the official Batman versus Superman trailer was supposed to be tagged along with the new what do you call it, movie. It was supposed to be attached to, God, I am drawing a blank. But yeah, it was supposed to be attached to a movie. Oh, I'm drawing a fucking blank. It's crazy. It got leaked. So, okay, maybe this is the one. I want to make sure I can say this before my time is up. Debuted on Monday, Batman versus Superman. It's basically the premise to going into the Justice League. Oh, the Mad Max movies. Yeah, I can't stand those movies. The new one actually looks pretty interesting. There was a trailer, by the way. It looks really good, in my opinion. The Terminator movie, that new one coming out. They have a really long trailer for that, and it looks incredible. I was shocked, but they also released a trailer for the upcoming Star Wars movie, and I was actually shocked about that because that looked incredible as well. I mean, these were certain movies, you know, I grew up with these movies. I was, you know, a teenager. Yeah, so being a kid and growing up with these certain movies, it's just incredible. You know, I didn't think, okay, I hate sequels sometimes. I like sequels. For example, Superman, when it came out with Christopher Reeve, making sure I get that right, so I had to slow down. The first one was kind of boring. I never saw it in the theaters. The second one, Superman 2, I saw with my parents. So the first one I ever saw. And I was like, being a little kid helped too. But I thought, this is great. I mean, you have the supervillain with the superhero, and they were using buildings and pieces of buildings and cars to beat the shit out of each other. So, yeah, I thought that was great. The only other thing that, like, impressed me that much was this TV show. I only watched, like, the first 2 or 3 seasons of it, and I don't know why I stopped. There's too much TV shows on. Maybe that's what it was. Was that show called Teen Wolf on MTV? That show is incredible. I did unfortunately stop watching it, but that is a show. If you haven't watched it, at least watch the first 3 seasons because those were really good. Hey, by the way, a friend had sent me, this was from Action News in Philadelphia, and I have to read this. It's actually got a video with it. It says, politics, Kansas, no spending welfare on movies, psychics, and more. So he had sent me this, and I have to laugh. But yeah, there's some article. It's on the Action News website. I'm kind of running over my time span already. But yeah, it's the caption. It shows like for the backdrop for the news station. It says again, welfare spending limits banned nail salons, psychics, movie theaters, and theme parks. So yeah, that's with the food stamps, the EBT card, you name it. So we were like going back and forth tonight, making jokes about that. Hey, one thing that was really weird though, a friend sent it to me from that Uprocks. And it says, nope, watch this giant shark swim up someone's backyard. And it literally is. It's in Florida. Sorry, I had to check because I thought my camera turned off. But it's really freaky because it's a bull shark, and those are really dangerous. I mean, if you think of any shark, I heard, I guess, because from watching Jaws 10 million times, that thresher sharks are bad. No, bull sharks are really bad. So it shows a video, and the video, it basically says, imagine this, you finally reach retirement age, and you have managed to squirrel, yeah, it literally said squirrel away enough money. Oh, now it does say squirrel, enough money away to retire to Florida for a little golf and sunshine. But they show this video, and it goes on that it looks like their swimming pool because the water's really clear. And at first, I thought it was. Maybe it's just the water's that clear down in Florida around this place where they shot this. But it's a like 10-foot thresher shark. And that's one thing you don't want to fuck with. Sorry. Actually, it says it's 8 to 9 feet, but it's 10 feet to me. And it says Hickory Boulevard residents that it's a video. You can actually see the freaking shark. The thing's huge. I mean, 10 feet is not small. And a bull shark, yeah, that's not, again, that's nothing you want to, you can't, have as a house pet. So anyway, other than that, I think I definitely went over my time. Yeah, I did again. So I'm going to try not to race this show, and I will have an official iWalter bumper coming up very soon. I put the order in, literally. So I don't know how long it takes for me to get a result. Anyway, everybody, have a good night. Hope you enjoy my show.